Welcome back to part, I don't know. Y'all make up your own number, whatever you want this to be. Yes, sir, that's what it is. I really do believe I can get her done this week, but we still got quite a bit to do. I know one thing for sure. I can't get it done talking to y'all, so let us get us busiest. Let's go over what all is left to do on this old hunk of junk. We got to finish the ramps. There they are right there. They just need to put together. Some assembly may be required. We got to cut this plate right here to go over these tires on both sides. That big old piece of metal sitting just outside the door. Yesterday, I went to town and bought some stuff, and then last night I ordered a whole bunch of stuff. Basically, all the electrical I ordered off Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow. But I do have my marker lights for the sides, so we can go ahead and drill, get them, where they're going to go. I got to make, we'll see these little fellers here, wire holder thingamabobs. I would use them, but they're in the wrong spot, so we may make us some, just weld one, every couple of feet to hold the wire. That way it ain't dangling down, can't get ripped off. What else? We got to take it outside, pressure wash it. Then we got to paint, got a primer, then we got to paint. Then bring it back in there, do all the electrical. I bought a bunch of reflective tape to put on up here and some down the sides. Put that on. I'm sure I am forgetting stuff, but that's the major parts we got to do. Anyways, I think we'll start off. Let's get these ramps built. The ramps will be made out of 3-inch chantel, just like that right there. They are 5 feet long, and the treads are going to be 3-inch angle iron, most of them. I messed up on my calculations, imagine that. So I don't have enough angle iron, so the top and bottom are going to be just a piece of 3-inch channel. The rest of it will be angle iron. What we got to do firstly is cut this 1.5-inch hole out in each one of them, so our bar, that's what they're going to be hanging on. Anyway, let me get these cut out, and then we'll go to cutting angle iron for the treads. There's one. Let me get the other 3 cut out. Holes are cut. I got all the edges ground down smoothly so I don't cut my tender little hands. Now, we got to cut treads. They're 17 inches long, 12 of them. Let us get busy. Well, I got to plug it up before I can get busy. More to go. Well, I got all my angles cut, and something has went awry. I told you I thought I had messed up on my calculations, and I needed 7 per ramp, and I was going to be 1 short, and I was going to replace it with a piece of channel. Well, no, sir. It's going to work out right. This is what you call backyard butchery. When you mess up on your figuring and calculating and it still works out right, yes, sir. That's the definition. That's the pinnacle of backyard butchery. It sure is. Still going to put a piece of channel back here. I was planning on doing that anyways. But they're going to be 6 treads per ramp, 8.5-inch centers. Let me get it marked, and we'll go to welding it up. 8.5 right there. And another 8.5 is 17. One right there. I think that's it. Yep. Let me mark the other side and we'll weld them up. Now what I'm doing is spacing them up. I want it to stick up above this a little bit. One reason why is because that's how my handy dandy assistants are. And I'm assuming they do it because, well, if you got it flush like this, say your tire's halfway on, halfway off, you ain't really getting no traction much. You got it sticking up, well then your tire's gonna hit this. I'm assuming that's why they do it. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Let me get it lined up. I'll get this one tacked and get the other end tacked, and then we'll proceed to weld. All right, let me get the rest of these spaced and tacked. I'm gonna weld them up. Woo! Wonder how heavy it is. That ain't too bad. Let's go back here and put it in place, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, they weigh about 862 pounds. Oh yeah! Can I get over here? Oh yeah! Crap. Oh yeah, come on. Woo! Woo! This ain't easy by yourself. Holy crap, holy. It like you got away from me. Dog. This is in my way. Let me see if I can scoot it over. Please do not fall on me. Try it, get in there, get in there. Son of a gun. Woo! There it is. I gotta go take a break. That wore me out. Woo! See how far it slides. I'll slide it off. What the devil? Oh yeah, I think that'll be just fine. Dandelion. I gotta make us some straps to hold them up. Let me get that other side done. Well, I got both ramps done, almost. We gotta put us a leg down here. We'll do that in a little while. I ain't actually gonna have to do it tomorrow because I don't have any metal. I have to go to the metal store tomorrow. Just got back from Tractor Supply. Got me some pins. We're gonna put one approximately right here. We're gonna put one approximately right here, and have this a strap of metal. And that's what's gonna hold these up. So let me cut my strap of the metal first. Cut it in two. I think it's gonna be 2 foot long. And get a, what are these? 3/4 inch? I don't know. 7/8. I'll blow me a 7/8 hole in these, and then we'll weld these up. This is 4 feetages. We'll cut it in the middle, just like that right there. Cutteth the holes. Cutteth, and cutteth the holes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cut me a hole in that there metal. Do it fit? Oh yeah. A little bit large. It'll be alright though. What I'm doing now is this pin. I'm gonna burn a hole and stick this through however far I want it, and then weld it on both sides. I think it'd be better than just buttoning it up here and welding it. Oh yeah. So I got it marked right there. Let me draw me a hole approximately center. This ain't precision work, fellas. This is backyard butchery, so we ain't got a big dead in the middle. All right, let me get the plasma cutter and blow a hole there, and we got to do the same thing up here. Oh! where'd my pen go? Oh, here it is. All right, that'll work. That hole's a wee bit big. I got a little gap to fill in, but we'll get it wherever we want it. Probably ain't gonna be sticking out far, maybe like that. I don't know why I got these so long. Yes, I do, because that's the only size they have, these and them. Anyways, we'll weld that up there where it needs to be, and then we'll get this one stuck out wherever it needs to be, and blow a hole, weld them, put a strap on, we'll be done with that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna stick it out about right there, be all right. Ow! Forgot to turn my helmet back on. All right, let's try that again. Alright, I gotta do the same thing here. I want these approximately right there. Make me a mark. Need to go either this way or this way because it's going to hit my tread. So I think we'll go about right there. Let's try that. Gotta use my head. Ow. Let's see. No, that ain't gonna work either. Let's go in the middle of the tread, I guess. Yeah, that'll work right there. Alright, let me blow that hole out. Now, let me get a length right on it. Well, I guess it needs to be all the way out. Yep. So, let me grind this sticker off real quick. We'll weld that on. Weld this on the founder end right here. Approximately right there. Well, I hit the camera. Sorry. Did it again. Dang it. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Oh, it's heavy. Ta-da! Well, there's one done. It don't look too bad. I was wanting it to be leaning forward. Well, it ain't. It's leaning backwards a little bit. This tread was in the way, so I had to move it down. If I moved it up, it'd have been leaning about too much. It'd been like that. I don't want that. So that'll be all right. If I want to later, we might punch us another hole here and bring it forward. But it'll be okay for now. I'm going to do that side over there. I think I'm going to call it a day. Tomorrow, this is what I'd like to get done. We got to go to the metal store, get some 3-inch channel for those legs that go down. Got to get that done. Then, got to cut our plate that's going over the wheel section. You know, the plate is going to lay on top of this. And, you know, this drops down 1.5 inches. So, I'm probably going to get 1.5 inch square tubing and make a frame for it to sit on. And then we might get the lights. I got running marker lights. Get them out and get the holes all drilled for that. Need to get it outside, get it pressure washed, then get it back in here so it can dry off. I was going to spray it, but I've looked at the weather the next 2 or 3 days. It's wind 10 to 15 mile an hour. I'm not spraying in that. Get all of my house and my vehicles. No, sir, ain't doing that. Not spraying in here because there'll be overspray everywhere. I hate that. Yep. When we painted the front of my little truck, it was just terrible in the garage. Yep. So we'll be brushing and rolling. Also, I did my first live on Facebook today. Had a few people show up for it. If that's something y'all want to see more of, let me know in the comments what time, what day, and give me an idea. Because I did it at like 4:30. It's probably not a great time, but yeah, y'all let me know about that. Anyways, see y'all tomorrow. Today's the next day. I done burn up half a day running around here and there and everywhere, running to town. Well, let me just show you what I got. I went to the metal store. Where's it at? There's my 3-inch channel to finish the ramps. And then I went to the metal store. Got us a whole bunch of screws for the decking. Went to Lowe's. Got some paint supplies, some buckets and filters, mineral spirits. Speaking of paint, I got to thinking last night. I said, I am not going to brush this. This take me 2 days to get the primer and paint on it. Nope, ain't doing it. I remembered that I had a gas-powered air compressor. Went over to Mama's, got it a little while ago. It's in the garage right now. Here's what we're going to do. In the far corner of the yard, right over yonder, we're going to drag this trailer around there. I'll have to move the dump truck so it don't get overspray. And we'll get that gas-powered air compressor with this gun right here. This is what I used on the S10, painting the front end of it. And we're going to paint that trailer sitting right out yonder. Hopefully we will have a westerly wind blowing that away. But I think if we get back yonder, I think we'll be far enough away from the house that it won't get on it. Also, here's my paint. This is older paint. I used this primer on the golf cart. If y'all don't know which golf cart I'm talking about, we'll go back, was it 2 years? Look up the video of, I guess it'd be the Thresherman show, and you'll see the golf cart I'm talking about. This primer here, this is what you get at Tractor Supply. Well, it messed up on the golf cart. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Well, I'll just tell you now. On the can, it says if you need to thin it, use mineral spirits. That's what I got that for. Well, I got online. This is 5 years ago when I painted that. I done told y'all I don't know paint. I really don't. Anyways, I got on the interwebs to see how to thin this, and they all said to use acetone. So that's what I used. Well, I sprayed that golf cart. Come back 24 hours later, and it was still sticky. I was like, what in the world? We ended up having to use acetone to wipe the primer off because that's how gooey it still was. Then I think I ended up just using spray cans instead of a spray gun. Well, I've been doing a little studying on paint here in the last hour or so, and acetone was the wrong thing to use on lacquer. I mean, enamel. This is enamel. Enamel, you want to use mineral spirits or I think naphtha. The acetone, I think you use that with lacquer. So that's, yeah. I still want to do a little test with this thinned with mineral spirits. When we get done doing all the welding, we'll get us a piece of metal or something over yonder and spray it thin down with mineral spirits. And we might even do a little acetone, just, comparison. Anyways, I want to check that out before I spray this entire thing with a mixture that don't work together. Yeah, that would be a pain trying to clean it off of this. Anyways, we'll worry about that in a little while. Right now, I got to get the old hoopty four drive hooked up to this, and I want to pull it as far forward as I can, and the feet still be on the concrete, because I got to lay them ramps down and get me a measurement and put them legs on the ramp. So let me go get the old four-wheel drive and get it hooked up. I'm gonna put some kind of electric motor on this. This is ridiculous. Good gracious. cranking this thing with that handle. Yes, sir. I went and got the drill. That's mucho bettero. Let me get it level, then we'll let them down and go to working on them. Well, here's something that's odd. I got my level out to get this level so we can work on the ramps back there. Well, look here. That bubble, well, it says it's actually up in the front just a little bit. Well, I got back here somewhere doing something. I looked at it and I was like, there ain't no way that's level. Got my tape measure out. Down yonder, 31 3/4. Right here's 30 inches. I don't understand. You can move this little feller here anywhere else except for the front, and it'll show you it's out of level. Move it on back here. I don't understand what's going on there. Let me level it with a tape measure, then we'll get back here and work on these ramps. All right, I think it's level. So now what we want to do is that channel that I just bought, if I can get this tape measure to come out, we're gonna weld it on approximately right in this area and just go down. I'm not gonna worry about no angle. We're just gonna go straight with her, that wouldn't be, would it be perpendicular? Yeah, perpendicular to this channel. Right here, go straight down. We're showing 19 inches. Let's go 18, just leave us a little room. I'm just guessing at that, to be honest with you. Anyway, we'll do 18 inches. I gotta cut 4 of them, and then we'll have a piece in the middle on the bottom as a brace to hold them together. Changed my mind, we're gonna do 19 inches tall instead of 18. So let me cut 4 of these real quick like. I got a mark at 4 inches from the end. That's where they're gonna go. Let's get them tacked up. That's about how my day's been going all day. I'll be back in a moment. Let me get a square. Right there. Close enough. Alright, got them both welded up. This is here. I had to redo about 5 times. It kept getting out of the square and everything. Let's see what they look like later. I see an issue right now. This strap that holds them up, it's jammed in the ground. Yeah, we're gonna have to, we gotta make a holder somewhere right here, like a C-channel. We'll fix that up here in just a minute. Well, I ain't real crazy about the angle of them. You know, I copied my handy dandy assistant's, but his trailer sits a little bit lower than mine. If they bend, we'll redo them and angle them straight down and maybe gusset them out here. We'll just have to see. I'm gonna leave it alone for now, but I do want to make something to hold this because she swung around and jammed in the ground. I can foresee that making me angry several times during its lifetime, so we'll go ahead and fix that issue now. look at this right here. This will be handy and dandy right here. Now it ain't gonna fall on the ground and get jammed and me have to cuss and fuss to get it back out of the ground. Oh yeah. I was running out of gas welding this. We've got 800 PSIs in this tank, so I don't know if it's something going on with my flow meter or it ain't cold like it's froze up. So I got to investigate that because we still got stuff to weld. Before we do that, let me raise these back up. Back in there because, like I said, we got to weld this plate up, and it got chain holders, thingamabobs up there on the front. So yeah, let me back it in. Hopefully I don't take out the back wall, and then I'll have to work on this minute, see what's going on. Well, we've got an issue. No, I didn't take out the back wall, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to shut the door because we're touching the wall, and then I may have to take them bolts out. It'll probably close then, but that ain't the issue. Letting the jack legs down, and this in here, well, it just decided it wasn't gonna work anymore. See where my pin is right here sticking out? Well, I think it hit the I-beam. I run it up too far and I've messed something up in the gearing. Let me tear this side apart and see what we can figure out. Well, I got it tore apart. You see that little gear there, and then there's another one on down in there. I'm assuming it's hooked to like a screw shaft. Put my drill here, both gears are turning, so it tells me that gear down in there may be spinning on this shaft, or there's something wrong with the screw mechanism. Ain't got a clue. We're gonna have to just forget this for now, y'all. I got other stuff to do. I got to get it off the truck some kind of way, but I'll run this jack down, and hopefully that'll lift it up enough where I can get some jack stands out here, and then we'll keep on working. Well, I got to work on the welder gas situation. I don't know. Is today Monday? I think it's Friday, but I'm pretty sure it's Monday. Truck is out of the way. We got it sitting on jack stands. Pretty sure we're gonna have to cut these welds loose. Who's the dummy that welded this to this? If I could figure that out, I'd probably kick his hand in. Anyways, we're probably gonna take a plasma cutter and cut through them welds and get this off, because this got to come off, that got to come on, and yeah. Anyways, we'll worry about that in a little bit. I figured out my gas situation on my welder. My cable, welding cable, got turned and twisted, and it pinched that little hose right there. So that was a pretty easy fix. Fixing to go outside. I'm gonna take a torch, gonna go outside and cut us a 17 by, what I say, 62.5 inch, 2 pieces to go over these wheels. Dummy me. When I went to the metal store today, I was meant to get 1.5 inch tubing so we could build us a frame over this. Well, I completely forgot it. Yep. So what we'll do is we'll run, the wood's gonna be laying here. We'll run that wood to this edge and to this edge. Just put the metal on top of it. We'll have to get us a little short piece of something right here. I think it'll be all right. Let's get outside and cut that metal. Every night when I come out the door, heading to the house, I see this little fella right here jumping around. He'll usually jump from here, going that way. I guess he's getting bugs under that light. I don't know. Anyways, let's get this metal cut. I don't know if I'm gonna have a good ground right here or not. Tell you what, let me grind a spot. Come on now. There we go. Oh yeah! Let me get that oven cut. I got a whole lot of grinding to do to get that smoothed up. Well, the plasma cutter's down for the count. Yep. See all these wires right here? I dropped a piece of metal on it, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago when we was working on the old Forte. And I taped everything back together. Well, apparently these little wires have come loose again. Let me get this fixed and maybe I can get that other piece cut. There's one we just cut. Then I got to do about 6 hours of grinding because, I mean, look at this edge right here. And yeah. Today's not been a good day if you can't tell. Yep. I'll be glad when I'm done with this day and we can start over tomorrow. Let me see if I can get this wired back up. Do it work or do it not work? Oh yeah. Let me get out here and cut the rest of this metal. Quick, call the fire department. I think that's one of them old center caps come off them trailer wheels and tires. Let me wet this down real good and make sure we don't set the place on fire. Both plates are cut. Like I said, I got lots and lots of grinding to do. Straighten them edges up. Don't y'all let me forget to paint them, because I guarantee you, I'm gonna take them off, set them against the wall, and forget all about them. I bet you money I do. What I'm gonna do right now, while I got the plasma cutter out, let's cut that jack leg off, see if we can figure out what's going on with it. Let me get a big hammer and whoop on it. It definitely ain't loose. Let me get a chisel, whoop on it a little bit. Come on off of there. Ooh, be easy. Knocking off the jack stands. All right, I got all the welds ground down so I don't cut my tender little hands. I think I have figured out how it comes apart, and guess what? We did not have to unweld it. Nope, sure didn't. I think what you got to do is this little pin right there in that gear, knock it all the way out. Then that'll let this shaft slide out. You get this gear out of the way, and then that gear down there is the same way. That pin is slotted. You just pick that gear up, and then there's a hole right here. You drive a new pin in. Drive the old one out and a new one in. Yes, sir. Did not have to unweld it. That makes me angry. It really does. Let me see if I can get this tore apart, and then I'll have to come up with a pin from somewhere. Let's see if that pin will drive out. Well, nope. Ow! All right, there it goes a little bit. Well, now I'm screwed because I can't spin it to get this pin back in. What in the world am I going to do now? All right, I got a little rough with it. I got that pin on top. I'm going to try to pull it out. Well, it just pulled out right then. Oh, yeah. Well, that's awesome. Now, this should come out like that. This gear should come out like this. Then that gear should just come right on out. If I can grab hold of it. Well, they won't fit, so let me try something else. Will the magnet get it out? Yes, sir. Sure will. All right. The pin is not broke. So I'm not sure what's going on. So let me investigate a little further. Well, there's the shaft. There's the key. My phone won't focus. There we go. There's the pin. It ain't broke. The whole shaft and everything has dropped down too far. My cameras went out of focus. There we go. It's dropped down too far to fit in these grooves that pin. So there's something else going on in here. Let me investigate a little further. Well, I got it apart. Here's the innards of it. That's that pin. I just knocked it out. Remember that hole we had? I knocked the pin out, drove this shaft out. This is what fell out. It's got this piece. It's got a whoosher. I'm wondering if we leave the whoosher out, put it back together, will that let that stick up through the hole more and let it engage this right here more. Let's try it and see what it does. Watch that right down there. Oh yeah, it's going down. It's going up. Now we'll watch this. We got a lot of slop up and down, but it don't matter. You know, if it's just dangling here, you ain't gonna strip nothing most likely. When you go to getting weight on it, it's gonna shove it up and make that pin come up and make it engage a lot better. I think we got it. We'll weld that on tomorrow. There's one more thing I want to do. It's been bugging me. I want to do it. Well, they're over here, I think. Let me find them. This little fella right here, it welds to the gooseneck up under it. That's what you hook your safety chain to. Let me grind a little bevel on that so we can get us a good weld in there. We'll go ahead and weld it on. Got them welded on. I was going to stick my chain in there and make sure, you know, we had enough room. Well, it didn't come today. I just looked, and I got what was on the porch. It's saying the safety chain will be here tomorrow, but everything else was supposed to come today. This is not everything. Nope. Here's the wire, the 7-strand or 7 conductor for lights and brakes, and this is the wire for the winch. This is that copper-coated aluminum. I can't afford straight copper. No, sir. This here is straight copper, so that's good. You know, I want that on the brakes. Yep. This is the paint. I don't know what's in this box. That came yesterday. Here's my brake controller. My handy dandy assistant gave me that. What is in here? Let's just see real quick. This is breakaway system. Okay, that's the little battery and the terminal strip. What we got here is reflective tape. This is the trailer plug that goes, you know, in the bumper. Well, I guess that's everything. I don't know. Anyway, tomorrow, well, let me just go ahead and tell you this first. We're most likely not going to get done with this week. Nope. I could rush through it, but I don't want to rush through the paint. I don't want to rush through the prepping for paint. And I feel like I'll have to get this done in a week, so it ain't gonna happen. Nope. So yeah, just go ahead and be looking for one more video. I told y'all the other day, when I tell you we're gonna get it done this week, expect at least 2 more videos. Tomorrow I gotta mow yards, and then, well, let me just show you what all I've got to do out here. It's a mess. See all these rear ends? They got to go. They're right in front of the door. That big old pile of metal got to go. And the racks up there that I bought, they're probably going to go in the garage, but they got to move from where they're at right now. There's a bunch of tires for the dump truck there. They got to go. Because we got a fairly large trailer in here that we've got to maneuver around here, get it back yonder, get it painted, and then get it out of here on the road. Yep. So tomorrow, I'm going to spend, after I get done mowing, I'm going to spend the rest of the day getting this stuff out of the way. We'll get the tractor over here to move some of this stuff. Well, the lift, I used the tractor today, and the lift system, well, the hydraulics are shot. It won't even hardly lift the bucket or the 3-point hitch. So we're probably going to have to look at that before we use it tomorrow. So we might get a little bit done on this. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, I'm going in the house. See y'all tomorrow. Well, I'm over here at Mama's mowing her yard. Just got started. I ain't even got half the front yard done. And all of a sudden, I saw little furry creatures scurrying to and fro. 3 little baby rabbits. Took me a minute to catch them. The little suckers are fast. I want to put them back under that tall grass. I think they're big enough to be on their own. Yeah, we'll put it back there. I don't mow that twice a year. By the time I mow it again, they'll be gone, I'm sure. Well, I'll tell you what, I guess I'm just weird, but we usually have a brush pile back there and one right there. I won't even light them up unless I make dang sure they ain't little baby rabbits in them. That would be terrible. Anyways, let me take them back there and we'll turn them loose. Yeah, this grass back here, it's pretty tall. It'll give them plenty of cover. Y'all get on out of here. Go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. No, you're running the wrong way, you dum-dum. Go the other way. Well, we'll see you later, okay? Well, I'm done mowing the yard. Looks pretty good. I put new blades on my mower this morning, and let me tell you, they do a wonderful job. I had mulching blades, and man, they wouldn't cut. They'd leave streaks all over the place. I don't know if they're high or medium lift blades now, but let me tell you, they don't miss nothing. Yes, sir. Very good blades. Anyways, trying to figure out what's going on with the tractor hydraulics. You see how high it is right now? It took literally 5 minutes to get it that high. Took the filter out. It's right over here. It had a lot of large particles in it. I don't think it was metal, but I really don't know what it was. Anyways, I put the cap back on the filter housing, fired it up, and it goes up and down just like, yeah, like a brand new one. So that filter was stopped up. I really and truly don't know how long it's been since I have changed the fluid and cleaned that filter. Just got done cleaning it with some carb cleaner. We're gonna put it back in. Hopefully it'll work. If it does, well, I'm gonna head to the house and get busy moving some of that junk. Filtration device is reinstalled. Let's see if the whole thing will fire up. See what the lift does. Oh, come on now, girl. Oh yeah, look up there. Like a brand spankingly new one. That is awesome. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get this tiller off here because I still got the post hole digger at my house and I want to bring it back over here. I'm tired of it being in my yard. Anyways, I'm heading to the house. See y'all Monday. Well, that filter fix lasted about 5 minutes. It's sitting there irking and jerking now. Well, I got the front of the shop all cleaned up. It looks wonderful. Looks like I got 3 times the space now. That's awesome. What I'm doing now is, remember, we got to have some kind of little brackets to hold our wire running down the side here. Well, I'm just taking some old, what is this, 3/4 conduit. I've split it in half, and I'm cutting it about 1 inch long, and we'll just weld it every couple of feet or whatever. Let me get this done and we'll weld them on. Got my little wire hanger thingamabobs welded in. I put 5 across the back there. Then I forgot I had a marker light gonna be over here. So I put 4 across here. Well, look at there. All I got was a tack on that one. We have run out of wire. Yes, sir. We have run through 11 pounds of wire in, what, a week or so? Yes, sir. That's insane. I've had that welder 20 plus years. I bought it from my uncle. And you know, I've always used the 30 pound or whatever they were, the big ones, the big reel of wire. I've changed that maybe 3 or 4 times in the last 20 years. And within 7 weeks, that's what we've been working on this thing. I ran through, it was at least half of that 30 pound reel on there. And then we've run through another 11 pounds. That's insane. There's been a whole lot of welding on this thing. Yes, sir, it sure has been. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to go get some wire. So I decided to do this instead. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but this shackle on the springs there, you know, they were welded up, and I couldn't figure out why. Well, one of y'all made the comment that it was a triple axle. That was the middle axle. One end has to be stationary, and that's why that was welded. And that ain't gonna work. Well, I mean, it probably would because you still can move over here, but I decided let's go ahead and change it out. Well, I started to cut it. Then I realized it's welded on both sides. And then I realized even if I do cut that and grind it, it won't be smooth. And let's just change them out. So that's what I spent the last hour doing, changing them out. I was going to grind on these plates a little bit. I might still do it, but I'm getting tired. Yeah. So I'm probably going to go in the house, and next time I see y'all, hopefully I'll have some wire. We can weld that, finish welding that little wire hanger thingamabob. I got to get me a piece of 1.5 inch square tubing here, weld that in, and something else I noticed too. I ain't got nothing from a wood to set on right here, so I got to get me well, I guess I got some channel left over. We can just weld us a piece right here for that wood to set on, because if I don't, it's just going to bow on down in there and break. Yep, can't have that. Anyways, I might grind on this a little bit, but I will see y'all tomorrow. 'Tis Monday, just got back from town, got me some wire from a welder. I am making some square tubing. Remember we had to have 1.5 inch square tubing right here? Well, I'm making it out of some old angle iron that used to be on this trailer. Oh yeah. Let me get that welded up, and then we got to weld them braces over yonder. Got to weld the jack leg on. I think we can take this thing outside and start pressure washing it. piece of wood. Make sure that's right. Perfectamundo. All right, let me get the other one. Then we'll do the jack leg. Weld it up. Let's see if it'll work. I'm wondering if using the drill, you know, at high speed might have contributed to that tearing up. It's possible. Let's see if it'll work. I'm gonna put this in granny low. Maybe it won't tear it up. Wait a minute, wrong way. It is picking it up. Oh, yeah. Now, I need to take that cap back off with some grease on them gears. If I can get this loose, then I think it's time to pull it outside. I almost forgot I had to grind the edges on these two pieces of metal here. They're not perfect, but they're mucho better than they were. Fixing to get the old hoopty four-wheel drive out and hook it up and pull it out so we can go to pressure washing it. But here's the deal. Remember me telling y'all a little while ago that we were not going to get done with this week? Well, there's been a change of plans. We are going to get done with this trailer this week. I'm tired of fooling with it. I want it to be done. I'm sure y'all are tired of watching me build a trailer. It ain't real exciting. So yes, sir, we're gonna be done. Even if I have to come out with a video a day later than usual, this is gonna be done this week. I got to thinking, you know, I'm gonna primer it and then paint it, and I was worried about, you know, paint prep. It's phooey on it. It's a danged old trailer. What we're gonna do, pull it outside, pressure wash it, knock all this loose rust. It's dusty and there's some oil, and then I got some mud up here on the I-beams. We need to wash that off. I'm gonna wipe her down with ammonia, phooey on primer. We're gonna hit her with the paint and let her ride. Yep. If the paint falls off in 5 years, I'll just have a rusty trailer. I don't care. I want it done. So let me get the four-wheel drive and we'll pull her on out of here. Well, the old hunk of junk has finally seen daylight. Oh yeah, it drug just a little bit, not bad. So I think what we'll do when we put it back in there after we paint it, you know, so I can do all the wood, is we'll put this pin in this hole, which will drop the front and make the back come up. Hopefully enough to where we get in there without dragging. If not, we'll put our tubies back down on the ground and get it back in there. Let me get the pressure wash out, go to cleaning this thing. Well, I got it washed and dried. It's ready to paint. And here's my air compressor. It starts up and it builds pressure. And it keeps building pressure and it keeps building pressure. It's up to 160. Well, it's done dropped a little bit now. It was up to 160. The motor is supposed, it's got a little valve down here that's supposed to push the governor and idle it down. That's not working. The blow off valve, I can pull it right there. It don't do nothing, so I don't feel like dying today. So we're gonna leave that thing alone. I'm gonna find an air compressor somewhere. I don't know. I'll be back in a little while. We may run out of daylight. May end up painting it tomorrow. I don't know. Well, here's the deal. We're not gonna paint today. No, sir. It's 6:30, quarter to 7. By the time I get the first coat done, it'll be dark. Dew will be falling, and yeah, we ain't gonna do that. I did gather up enough hose that we can use my compressor that's in the shop. That's a lot of hose, but I got it. My only concern with that compressor is it's when I open the valve on the bottom to drain the water off, there's like oily stuff comes out with it. And I don't know, I've never seen it come out the end of the hose, so it may not. It may be okay, but that's a concern. If that oily stuff comes out of here, well, we've run our paint job. I do have a filter dryer there. I got a filter dryer regulator in there on the compressor. Been running air through this, and well, I don't see any liquid or any kind of goopiness in there at all. We'll probably be okay. But like I said, it's 6:30, quarter to 7. We ain't painting today. I'm gonna get this back in the shop because we are under trees and the tree sap is falling. I think what I might do once we get it back in the shop, I may get me some acetone and go to wiping it down. And that way tomorrow morning we get up, pull it out, bring it right around, cheer, go to paint it. Well, MLS has reared its ugly head once again. My aircon. It ain't working, no sir. It went out last night actually. After lots of troubleshooting, I finally figured out that the coil in the contactor burned up. It shorted out, whatever, and probably burned out my transformer too. So just went to town and got 2 of them. I actually, we got a 3-ton unit on the what's it called, the shop out there. I pulled the contact and transformer out of it. Well, then when I got it over here to this unit, I realized that one of the poles was just a pass-through, and that wouldn't work. So I had to wait till today to go get these. You know what that means, don't you? We're probably, well, I know we ain't gonna get the trailer done this week now. So we're back to that. Yep. I'm gonna attempt to paint it before the end of this video. If this fixes the air conditioner, we'll paint it. If not, well, I got to keep on working on this. Let me get these 2 items changed out, and well, fingers crossed that it fixes it. Well, I got everything wired up. I hope it's right. Let's flip this breaker here, see what happens. Stand back. Well, we got power, my little temperature controller. That's what I control the fan, indoor fan with when I'm running the old Fiery Dragon. I don't see no smoke, I don't see no sparks, so let me go inside and turn the thermostat on. Hopefully it'll come on. It'll take a few minutes, because it'll have a delay. Anyways, let's see if it'll work. Listen, y'all hear that running? That is the sweet, sweet sound of cool air on a hot summer day. Oh yeah. Here's the coil out of that contactor. She burned up. Yep, melted just a wee bit. Stunk really bad too. Anyways, I'm gonna clean up out here. I gotta go put the contactor and transformer back in the shop, 3-ton. Then we'll get out there and fool that trailer a little bit. Well, we're gonna make attempt number 2 at painting this thing. I think we're gonna succeed today. There's gonna be lots of bugs, lots of dust, and a little bit of tree sap. It'll be all right as long as it's one color and it lasts just a few years. I'm okay with that. I got my gun set, I think. So let's get to spraying. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna go about doing it. I guess I'm just gonna reach out here and do the best I can. I don't know how I'm gonna get this here. We'll figure it out. Let's get to spraying. Middle section is done. It's gotten all the paint it's going to get. That wears me out. Bending over wears back out while I try to get up under it, and hold my arm up wears my arm out. So I guess I'm just getting old. I'm fat and out of shape. I'm gonna take a break, and then I guess we're gonna do the side sections next. I can't get the paint to come out of my gun right. I mixed that paint up yesterday, you know, with the intention of spraying yesterday, and it didn't happen. Well, I put it in the shop and, you know, covered the bucket up. I guess some of the mineral spirits may have evaporated out. Well, I've put some more in it twice, and it still don't want to come out. I got it mixed 3 to 1. My next batch might mix it a little thinner, we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna take a break and then we'll get busy on these sides. Well, here's the deal. My gun, it quit spraying a fan pattern. It was just a circle about that big. And I was like, phooey on this is aggravating me. It ain't done right all day. Plus, we're about to lose daylight. So I said, phooey on it, we'll quit and try it again tomorrow. Well, when I took the gun apart cleaning it, I forgot that it had this itty bitty filter. And it looks like that it's stopped up. When I was running the lacquer thinner and acetone through it, you know, that's a lot thinner, and it would actually do a fan pattern then. So, well, I would go to Harbor Freight to get some of them, but we still don't have a Harbor Freight. And there's one next town over. It's a 30-minute drive. That's burning up an hour a day just to go and do that, and I fooey on that. We're going to run it without that little filter. I'd run it through this strainer anyway, so I think it'll be all right. Also, I did learn this too. Lacquer thinner, clean sprayers and tools. No, sir. It's junk. It leaves chunks of the paint. Acetone, it gets rid of every bit of it. Yes, sir. That's what you want to clean your gun with. There was something else. Oh, tomorrow is when the video comes out. But the video is not coming out until we're done painting that stupid trailer. This has not went according to plan today at all. I told y'all I hate painting. It's stuff like this is why. I just hate it. Anyways, we're going to finish it up tomorrow morning. We'll have to wipe everything down that I got to paint because there's going to be dew falling on it, tree sap, dirt, and everything else. So we'll wipe it all down. Try it again tomorrow. Hopefully this little filter was the issue of why it wouldn't spray right. Yep, hopefully. Anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow. Maybe we'll get the trailer painted. Alrighty, we are painting again today, or attempting to paint. I'm about to have direct sunlight on it. This side here was shaded, so I decided to do it first. Well, I've got the inside channel done in here too. That took maybe 5 minutes. Over there it took 30 minutes because the gun wasn't flowing. It's flowing now. I'll have to remember that and buy some of them little filters and put them up for the next time we do some backyard butchery painting. Let me get this side done and then I'll wipe it down. We're probably going to have to wait till we get some shade. I don't think I told y'all, but this color is charcoal gray. I just completely forgot to tell you, I guess. I was wanting it to be a little darker. I wanted it to be closer to a black, but I reckon it'll have to do because that's what we got. This is the first coat just on this railing. The only thing I'm worried about for our second coat is whatever you can see going down the road. This inside stuff, we on it. It was too aggravating to paint. Well, ain't nothing been easy to paint, but that in there was a major pain. At least my gun is spraying a little bit better. And I can see right now that I didn't get up under here on them welds, so I'll have to pay attention to that on the second coat. The sun has went in. There's a lot of clouds. Well, you can see them up there. Sun's right over yonder. I'm gonna wipe that side down over there, and I'm gonna look back and see if I think the clouds are gonna stay away for a little while. We may go ahead and paint that side. If not, we'll have to wait a little while till we get some shade. Then of course I'll do this here in a little while too. I gotta go mix some paint up, wipe that down, and hopefully we can finish painting it up today. Second coat, final coat, is done on both the outside rails. It don't look too bad. It's turned out pretty good. Fixing to wipe the ramps down, then mix some paint up, paint them. Then we'll come up here and wipe the gooseneck part down and go to painting it. Well, there's the first coat on the gooseneck, with the exception of up there on the top and then right up here on the inside. I run out of paint. I only got one more batch that I can mix up and then we're done. Yep. I only put one coat on the ramps because I was worried if I was gonna have enough paint for a second coat up here. I'm gonna get the outside stuff firstly, and of course that up there, because you can see that. Hopefully I'll have enough to do a second coat on everything. If not, Walmart's got the charcoal gray in a can, spray can. I might have to go get a little bit of that to finish this up. I think we'll be okay. Let me get this done. I'll be back. Tis finished, finally. And I can honestly say I've never had that much trouble trying to get something painted. No, sir. From the air compressor acting up, to my air conditioner tearing up, to the paint gun messing up. It's just been 2 days of disaster. Finally got it done though. It don't look too bad, I don't think so. No, sir. This is literally backyard butchery. We are in the middle, dead in the middle of my backyard. Sure enough are. That's pretty awesome. I do apologize for the roller coaster ride I have put y'all on this week. Yes, we're gonna get it done. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. I'm just glad to have it painted. That's a pretty good accomplishment, I think. Yes, sir. I'll pull it in the shop this evening sometime, let it dry a little more. And I don't know if I'll get the wiring on it today. I may wait till tomorrow, but you'll have to wait till next week to see that. Anyways, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't mind, hit that like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. And until next time, go do something. Blur, blur.